y'all. Oh, you can see the LEDs. Let me move that. That's not it. Oh. Y'all, I was getting coffee and then I spilled coffee everywhere. So that's, not great. But hello. Also can't get the camera to stay where I want it. So it's just gonna be moving. And we're just gonna have to deal with it, I guess. But how is everyone? Unique, hello, hello. Sign into chat. What do you mean sign into chat? Trying to chat in my own chat and it doesn't want me to. What do you mean wrong password? Okay, we're not doing this. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the chat in a different way so I can see y'all. Okay, there we go. Jeez. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Let's see if Nightbot is working. We'll start with Unique. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Thrifty Simplicity. Hey, Sarah. Oh my gosh, I haven't talked to y'all in so long. And I guess Nightbot. There we go. We got it. We got Nightbot. Got Nightbot working. I was just, I was doing some work. Had some orders and stuff to fill. And then I was like, okay, now I'd kind of like to take a break and do like some reading because I kind of just like woke up and immediately started like working, like planning and doing the things that I had to do. And I was like, let me take some time to just rest, have some coffee because I didn't have coffee yet, and read. So today I'll be reading on my Kindle mostly. Dude, yes. The Strats Unique, the Strats. I'm gonna be reading Perfect Little Children by Sophie Hannah. My sister and I are reading it. Let me pull up the cover to show you. Um, Perfect Little Children, Sophie Hannah. Oh, and the captions aren't working, y'all. Are they working now? There we go. Jeez, that's embarrassing. I'll most likely be reading that for most of the time. I'm on chapter 3. We're gonna meet at chapter 5. So I'll probably read up until there. And then I also am in the middle of the first of the Murderbot series. I started it early December maybe. And just for no particular reason just stopped reading. Not because like I didn't like it or anything. I just kind of didn't read it. So I would really like to pick that up. Um, so yeah, that's my plan. But what are y'all gonna read? And how has your day been? How's your Thursday been? And I'm gonna make a post that we're live because I also forgot to do that. So smile chat. Ooh, I don't like that picture. We're doing it again. Gonna try to finish mapping. Yes! What are your thoughts so far? And just like a couple words, what are your thoughts? Sarah, did you read all of them? Also, are they still being written? Like, is there still more? Because I feel like there's at least 8. So, yeah, just a second here. Oops. I can totally spell. There we go. I'm trying to decide because I'm in the middle of 3 books as we speak. I feel that, yes. I'm reading The Girl Who Takes an Eye for an Eye. Ooh, what a title. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Summary, what is real? Mapping the Interior is fantastic. Colton is reading The Only Good Indians, and he started it this morning at work. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to talk to him about it. Just read the first one because of Yanni. That tracks. Yanni and I are going to be rereading Black Leopard, Red Wolf. because we both love it. And then we're gonna buddy read Moon Witch Spider King, and I'm so excited for that book. Ugh. She really does. She really does. I love it. We talk um, on Discord, and I'll be like, I just finished this book, and then she'll be like, cool, you'll like this, 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 and this. But she was reading one, and she told me, what is it called, Appleseed, I think. And she was giving me like a little bit of a summary and how she's feeling about it, and she's like, I really, really like this. And then it was like later that day, or like just a couple hours later, she was like, I need you to put this on your want to read because you need to read this. I was like, okay, okay. Stephen Graham Jones is amazing. Oh my gosh. Evie at She Was Only an Evie, her channel, me, her, and a couple other booktubers whom I've never met before. It was really fun meeting new people. We all sat around and talked about Stephen Graham Jones, and we had all just finished My Heart is a Chainsaw, so we were talking about that. We didn't really get into any spoilers, and we just kind of overall talked about what his writing means to us or what we like about his writing. It was really interesting. I think I have a command for Evie. Guess not. Is it working? No. Okay. Oops. Fifth book in the... I was going to ask, is that part of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo? Sorry, I was still trying to make my announcement. Okay. Okay, we're good. I thought for sure I made something before. Ooh, I know, for My Heart is a Chainsaw. Yes. And what is it called? It's called like Don't Fear the Reaper or something. Something like that. Yo, I'm so excited. Why do I have... Oh, okay. Sorry, y'all. I thought for sure I made... Well, you know what? I am gonna link Evie's YouTube channel in the chat just because she's amazing. And one of my first like booktube friends. And I just adore her. She's amazing. We both really love Stephen Graham Jones. She does lots of live shows talking about books. I love the way that she breaks down books and how she talks about what she likes. Evie's great. Go check her out. Subscribe to her channel. Deidre is making me read Let Me Love You by Alexandria House. OMG, MSS. That's a romance, but I'm guessing Let Me Love You sounds like a romance. I don't read a whole lot of romance ever, really. Yes, I don't have many books on pre-order, but that one's definitely one that's on pre-order. Ooh, for real. I always forget about pre-ordering books. I don't know why. And yes, Yanni be spreading the book love. She has. Have you seen her spreadsheet? The spreadsheet is wild. I have now started a spreadsheet. But she has like all these graphs and she tracks like so much data about the books that she reads. It's absolutely fascinating. So fascinating. She's doing one tonight about Doctor Strange and Miss... I know, I'm gonna watch it. I haven't read it yet. And I'm debating if I'm going to, or if it's one I just want to like listen to people talk about and kind of be like, oh, I get the gist, and like kind of move on. This needs to go over here, please. Okay. They're fun. It was fun to set up. Mine's like very, very basic because I only have the very basic like Excel. Like I don't have the Excel where you can, you know, add like graphs or pie charts or anything like that. It's just like a basic one. I am probably going to color code it by month so that when I look through it, I can see a little easier. She did give me the spreadsheet. Hi, I'm silly. Oh, you're not. Oh, we haven't even sprinted yet, so you're good. Welcome in, Deidre. How are you? I'm more than sure I have a... Thank you for stopping by. I haven't done read sprints in so long. It's so weird. I have been just on Twitch. I don't know why this isn't working. Nightbot, do you need to be like woken up? Like what's going on? Oh, there you go. It's just slower. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's how long I haven't done reading sprints. All the shout outs are gonna mention Black Aweenathon. Deidre, I will edit that. I mean, it's true, but I'll have that much more up to date, you know? um, let me see. I definitely started one. Hey, Latrice, how are you? Thank you for popping in. So glad you're enjoying my second pick. Oh, the what one did she say? The Alexandria House one. Let Me Love You. I should try a romance. It's been some years. I should try it, see what I think. Sorry, y'all. The notifications just be going crazy. Really what it is when you follow someone on Twitch, um that it immediately turns on notifications for you, so you get their notifications. But there's a lot of people that I don't need to have the notifications on, and I need to turn them off so at like certain points in the day my phone will just be going off and I have like notifications because 10 people are live on Twitch and I'm like, okay, I don't need everybody's notification. Like some people I'm going to watch anyway and I know their schedules, so I don't need the notification to remind me, you know. Sorry, I got lost in chat. Oh yeah, the Dragon Ball Z TBR game, me too. Yes. Hey, man, adulting be adulting, but it is super fun. Just saying super late to the game, but it's great. It really is. I love it. Let's see here. So I forgot to put the timer. The timers on the overlay. So just a second while I get that all fixed. Um, oh, just ignore that. Don't pay attention. Everything is fine. Just a second. Oh, okay. Excuse me? Excuse me? This is not what's on my screen, and now I'm really confused. Okay, so one more time. Oh my god, okay. There we go. Wait, but no. Sorry, y'all. It's playing in my headphones. I don't know if you can hear it because my headphones are right by the mic, but this isn't what's on my screen, and now I'm just confused. So, is it playing somewhere else? Hold on, we're gonna jump around through my scenes. It's gonna be really confusing, but I'm gonna try to figure out why there's music playing and I have the music and the video off. So let's see, are we here? Um, just don't even understand like a little bit. Oh, I know what I did wrong. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. I understand what I did. Ha! There we go. I did it. Go me. Sleeper savvy. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna do some bobbing and weaving. Easy peasy. Don't even worry about it. There we go. Okay, we're gonna just adjust this. There we go. Look at her, gorgeous. Okay. And then I'm gonna do this so I can see. And I'm gonna do that. And you don't know what I'm doing because I'm not really talking about it out loud. But I figured it out. Oh, we got a bot? All right. So I figured it out. We're going to sprint for 20 minutes, as you see. And then we'll come back and we'll chat and we'll have fun. So happy reading, everyone. Let me move this back now that I understand what my goof up was. All right. Happy reading, y'all. All right, y'all. How was the reading? I am now 12% into Perfect Little Children by Sophie Hannah, the buddy read I'm doing with my sister. Nothing else. You mean no book reads today? Work is really getting in the way of reading today. I'm salty about it. Yo, for real. That's why I wanted to do the sprints because I was like, damn, I've just been working all morning, which I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I love. I'm very thankful for, owning a small business that is getting orders. But I was like, oh, I really love reading in the morning. It really helps my mental health too. It helps me feel really calm before the day. But this morning I slept in a little bit because I haven't really been sleeping all that much. So I I slept in and then I slept past my alarm. That was my like sleep in alarm. And so I just got up and just like immediately started going about my day. And I was starting to not feel like super stressed, but like I needed a moment of just like calm. So I was like, it's reading sprint time. I made it to page 187 of 698 in Guns of the Dawn. Is pretty much like if an Austen heroine gets drafted into a magical war. Oh, interesting. Huh. I cracked and got some annotating stationery supplies. Let's go. I think I'm gonna have a problem soon. I blame Erica Mellon and Eclectic's reading journal. I don't, oh, well, I do have this. Oops. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. I have this little mug. And then all my washi tape is in the other room. But I love it. I love it. I read like 10 pages. Nice. I've listened to half a chapter while working. Good, good. Erica absolutely will make you buy a station. She really will. She'll start showing the washi tape and you'll be like, oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty too. Oh, I could use one that looks like that. And then you're buying lots of washi tape. Let me move this here. Okay. I'm really enjoying this book so far. So basically, if you do not know, it is about this woman who her and this other woman were like best friends. They were married, had kids roughly around the same age. Something happened, you don't know what, but they're not friends anymore. And now like 10 years later, so like the main chick Beth, her kids are teenagers. Her son has a football practice or soccer practice, and this is over in the UK also. And why are the captions doing this? I'll just kind of do that. Okay. She realizes that her friend lives like in this fancy neighborhood next to where the soccer practice is. So she goes to like spy on their house basically. And she sees her friend really distressed on a phone call. And then she sees her open the car door and her kids hop out and the kids are still like 5 and 3. And she's like, they should be teenagers. That sends her in a spiral. She goes home and tells her husband and her eldest daughter like what she saw, 'cause she's very jittery, and they're trying to come up with like, well, there's no way they could have not grown, so you probably just saw a different family. And so she's trying to process like what she saw, and she just keeps referencing how she's no longer friends with this girl or her husband, and how that really has like affected her, but we don't know what happened. When I first told Colton what we were reading, he was like, did her and the friend hook up and that's why they like can't be friends anymore? And I was like, I think that as well. The way that this is going, because apparently the husbands like don't know why they're not friends anymore. Like Beth's husband says like, oh, one day we just stopped talking to them, and then like in her inner dialogue she was like, yeah, but you have no idea why we don't hang out with that couple anymore. And the husband went online to try to prove to her that like you didn't see this girl and her kids who somehow have not grown, because this family doesn't even live in the UK anymore. They live in Florida in America. So you couldn't have seen the right people. And that's kind of like where we are. I just use page flags and post-its. Love a good post-it. Hello, hello. I'm deep in work, so I won't be chatting a lot, but I'm here and smash. Oh, Britt, thank you. Let's see if Nightbot is working. Y'all go check out Britt. Britt, thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate you for stopping by. Let me see. I would crank the speed up some, but since I'm also working, I don't want to miss anything. Valid point, valid point. I forget to switch to live chat sometimes until I see that. Me too! I'll be in lives and I'll be like, what are they talking about? No one has mentioned this. To change it to live chat, and I'm like, oh, I kind of wish that like wasn't a feature. I mean, like I get it for like channels that are like really popping and there's like, 500 people or more. But like, let me just see the chat. Also, I bought a 60-piece dual tip marker set. Do I need all those colors? Probably not, but I want it. I love markers and pens so much. The Tool brand pens are my favorite. I don't have any in here to show you, but those are my favorite. It is Perfect Little Children by Sophie Hannah. Let's see if the command works. YouTube is on some BS because the forced default is top chat. Yeah, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. I wish it was something that I could set, and maybe it is. Maybe I can set it to not have that in as part of the chat. Now, I feel like it's probably defaulted, huh? And I probably can't change it. It'd be nice if I could. Or I wish it was like Twitch where like if there were a lot of people in chat and it was like really overwhelming, no one could read anything, I could just make it on slow mode. I think I can do that here. Either way, it's annoying. I've heard those are really good. Wait, what did Unique say? Bethany, hello! Welcome in! Thank you for stopping by! I just adjusted my chair in a way that I didn't want to. Colton got this fancy chair for his birthday. And every part of it moves and adjusts, including like the armrest. You can like move them in or like push them out or whatever. And I just kind of like play around and then I end up moving them and then I end up being really uncomfortable. But it's a very comfy chair. Very comfy. Also, Deidre seen the Splatoon coffee. Y'all, I was so confused when Deidre said Splatoon coffee, how cute. Because I was holding this up and I was like, this is a Starbucks mug. How does she get Splatoon? And then I thought, am I wearing a Splatoon shirt? I don't even have a Splatoon shirt. Like, I was so confused. But I also got my Black Halloween stickers. Hey, and then I also have the prompt stickers because for these two prompts I read on my Kindle. So I put them here. And then I have a Korok and some Pokemon. So cute. I want more washi tape now. Yo, washi tape is great. Love some good washi tape. I got some for Christmas in my stocking that's like really, really thin. So I use it for like underlining or not necessarily marking a page, but like squaring out like a paragraph that I really like. I love it. All the colors are kind of somewhat similar. But I do want to get like thinner ones though. Yes! It was funny. I did not realize in the beginning that this book was set in the UK. Um, and then there's the main character's children are teenagers, and her son Ben has a girlfriend situationship kind of thing. And he said like, "Oh, my girlfriend's mad at me because she thinks I'm blanking her." And I was like, "Blanking? What? What does that mean?" And then his sister talks and is like, yeah, now she's blowing up my phone because she thinks you're blanking her. And I'm like, I don't understand what this is. And then it wasn't until like later in the chapter I was like, oh, ghosting. She thinks you're ghosting her. Okay. I did not realize. I did not realize that that was a thing. It sounded like they were like editing out like a curse. Like I couldn't figure out what it was. And then there was another part where I was like, what is going on? Yeah. Yeah, I just had never heard the term blanking. And I was like, oh, ghosting. Got it. Okay. I'm up to date. Ooh, Sarah reading a steamy book. I didn't realize I was British, but it's what we say too. See, I've never heard it before, so I'm only associating it with being British because this is the only time that I've heard it. That's what I felt too. I was like, wow, I'm so out of the know. I don't know what the kids are saying these days. Oh god. Uh, but yeah. Uh, but yeah, so I'm reading that with my sister, and we might do a live show or we might do some reading sprints talking about it. Um, but yeah, should be fun. Don't feel bad. I've made it to the age where my culture and age group is a theme day for school dress up. Yo, that's so sad. Oh no. We also say checking instead of dating. Ooh, I've heard that one. I feel like I also read that in a book and was like, what? Oh. Dude, in high school for like the dress up days, we had it was like animal print day. And our principal at the time was very, very conservative. And his wife was so upset that we picked animal print day. Her reasoning was because if boys showed up to school wearing camo, it would insinuate that the boys are hunting the girls. And I feel like no one thought of that. So the entire Spirit Week was like canceled and we just wore like colors during the day. It was very odd. Me too, my little brother who was 7 just had 90th day. Oh no. Oh gosh. Goodness, that was wild. It's weird thinking like I had some of my cousins over and they're in high school and one of them just started his freshman year of college and I was thinking that how old he is how old me and Colton were when we first met each other and how weird that is and how long ago high school was. I don't know, just time's weird. Such a stretch. And not, it wasn't like girls, you show up in leopard print. Boys, you show up in camo. The day was animal print day. And she was worried that if a boy happened to wear camo, it would insinuate that the boys are hunting the girls. And I just, she also didn't like the idea. She wasn't the principal, but she also didn't like the idea of dances. And so she tried to like regulate a lot about like what I mean, high school dances are weird just like to begin with. They're fun, but like they're weird. Um, she tried regulating a lot of that. For drama, she didn't like that we did Death of a Salesman. She thought that was way too grown up and she wanted us to do Cinderella. And we were like, no, won't be doing that. Time is so weird. Camo isn't even animal print. She was on so many. It just her logic didn't make sense, and the fact that he like was like, "Oh yeah, the days can't." Yeah, it was public school. It was so weird. It was so weird. I was just like, "What the?" He also this man, he would stand in the halls, before school, and every day I would walk past and say hi, and he would frown at me. So then I just made it a game, and would just be really extravagant and saying hi, and he would frown every time. Like, what you doing here? It just made me feel old for real. Ooh, a steamy audiobook? Sarah. My 20-year high school reunion would be happening this year if not for the parallelogram we're in. Ooh. Well, that could be kind of like good and bad, depending on if you really wanted to go to your high school reunion. Screens weirdo. It was super weird. It was very weird. That was the last 2 years of high school, I think, that we had this principal, and just weird stuff would happen all the time. I don't think I legit graduated from high school, but I'd act a fool at one of my high schools. You went to three high schools? Whoa, dang. Goodness. Yeah, I just like barely graduated. I was just so done being around everybody. And I also like when I got to my sophomore, like middle of my sophomore year, I was like, why didn't I just stay homeschooled? Why did I go to public school? This just isn't it. I should have stayed homeschooled. So I was just like counting down the days until I could graduate and get out of there. And then it wasn't until at graduation where I was like, oh, I could have got like a fancy cord if I like kind of tried. High school was meh for me. Yeah, just, well, no, no thanks. Glad to be out. Glad to be done. Done with that. Hated high school, loved college. Well, that's good. That's good. That makes me happy when I hear people say that they loved college or loved their college experience. I did not go to college, um, but I'm loving life. So I stopped trying senior year. I had so many free periods. Me too. Yeah, I had, did I have two free periods? Or just one? I can't remember, but it was nice. I graduated, don't want to see them folks. Yeah. I also went to school with like a lot of cousins. So those would be like the only ones that like I don't know, I talk to and I see more, because they're cousins, so I see them around town and I'm like, oh, hey. Everyone else, I don't want to be around you. I just, I don't know. Uh, maybe a later down the line one, like a 10-year one that's coming up. I don't want to go to a 10-year. 20-year maybe. I think part of it was I got to go away from everyone I grew up with. I'm not saying it was all bad, but oh, totally, yeah. You need that like fresh experience, be around all new people, and kind of like have a restart fresh period. The free periods were great senior year. Oh, one of them I think I didn't have to be like in a classroom, and then the other one I was a TA for the drama class, which chillin'. It was very nice. I didn't have math in high school. Oh, Sarah, how? I would have loved to have math. I had to have a sit down talk with some teachers and my mom because they were like, if you don't pass this basic math, which is algebra 2, you will not graduate. And I was like, noted. I will now try my hardest. Do you want to hear something really funny? So, math, I don't want to say that I'm bad at math. I need math taught to me at a slower pace than the public school system does. It's too fast for me. I need it broken down. I need a lot of visuals. I need some time to really sit and get it in, right? Like I need time to learn it. But growing up and when I was like homeschooled, I'd be like perseverating over a problem and just crying that I didn't understand what was going on. And then I would panic and my anxiety and I would think, "Oh my gosh, one day I'm going to be an adult, right? And then I'm going to be married and I'm going to have kids and my kids are going to go to school and they're going to have math and I'm going to have to help them with math and I can't solve this problem right now. What am I going to do? Like hopefully whoever I marry is good at math because I can't be doing this. I can't be doing like I would be crying. I'd be in such a panic that I couldn't help my future kids with math. And y'all, I manifested a partner that's so good at math. Colton is ridiculously good at math. Like he took calculus his freshman year of high school. I think the last 2 years of school, junior year, he took math just like for fun. And then senior year, he like didn't have to take it, but I think he was like still maybe in like a way higher level class. Homie's just chilling with math. And whoo, that's so nice. There are some friends that I'd like to see that we got out of touch, but other than that, yeah, like some people. But then I also feel like I could just reach out to them because we have the internet and be like, yo, it's been some years. Let's hang out. Let's get coffee. Let's catch up. Specifically the drama kids. Like if there's just like a drama reunion, theater reunion, I will go there. don't really need anybody else, you know? I was invited to one right before the pandemic hit, and in my head I'm thinking, I didn't like you back then, so what's going to make me like you now? Because I see all your stuff on Facebook anyway. Yo, for real! Yes! I also follow a lot of my high school classmates on Facebook. I don't know what's been going on, but a lot more people from high school have been following me, and I'm like, why all of a sudden? What's going on? What is this? Math is not my subject. Same. So I started my Facebook page back in middle school, and I was looking at my posts from back then, and the amount of whenever. So I don't use Facebook often. I go on whenever like some family members still make um uh like events or plan things on Facebook, and then are like, oh, you guys didn't respond, and I'm like, yeah, Colton isn't on Facebook, and I don't check mine. Everyone knows this. Invite. Um, but so I go on like every once in a while just to like see, and I always get the like memories popping up. I'd be deleting stuff. A memory pops up, and I'm like, no, we don't need to have this on the internet. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Just delete that real quick. Statuses not making any sense. Do you remember on Facebook when statuses were like the like message would be like Emre is thinking, and then you would write like about pizza, or like I don't know, statuses were weird, and then it like kind of evolved. I don't know, so I'm deleting stuff like wanting rice and beans. Why would you post that, little Emre? Come on now. Although I got Instagram because a group of kids in my what was it, in my French class, when Instagram started like popping and being a thing, were like, do you have Instagram? And I was like, no. And they were like, you should get Instagram. And I was like, I'm okay. Like I'm fine. And they were like, no, really, you should get it. And I was like, okay. And they were like, we follow you. And I was like, all right, like whatever. And then they were like trying to hype me up about like how great Instagram was. And then they ended the conversation with, you're so weird, you should get on Instagram because we know you'll post weird stuff. And I was like, I'm gonna take it as a compliment. But were you trying to hurt my feelings? Like, what's this pep talk? Are y'all gonna make fun of me? I don't know. Sorry, deleting the Discord messages because there'd be a lot. It was so weird. And then I got Instagram, didn't follow me, and I was like, yeah. Right? That's so mean. It was. I was like, okay. In high school, no one was shy with telling me how weird that they thought that I was, and I was kind of okay with that. I was like, yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Also, one time I was talking about like, or a friend was having like a bad day. She was saying like a lot of negative things, and I convinced the entire class to have a moment of like affirmation and to say positive things about ourselves and about the day. And it was for this fitness and foods class, and we would walk to the nearest Starbucks, and there was restrictions on what type of drinks we could order, which that's a whole discussion. And then we would walk back. And so I'm getting everybody to do that. And then I realized I didn't pack my warm stuff. And it's October, November, which for where I live, that's cold for me. That's too cold. I need to be in a jacket. I need to have a scarf. I need thick pants. I had like capris that were very thin and like a t-shirt like this in the cold. No. And so as we were talking about like the affirmations, I was like, you know what, y'all? I'm manifesting that I'm gonna, what did I say? I said like, I'm gonna find a jacket. Like someone's gonna offer me their jacket. Not in this class, just about my day, someone's gonna offer me a jacket. Then as we're walking to the Starbucks, I remembered I don't have any money. So I can't even get a hot drink in this cold ass weather. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. I said there's gonna be some boy and he's gonna offer to buy me a coffee. And everyone was laughing and was like, oh, weird MRA. And I just kept saying it to myself, I'm going to get a jacket, I'm going to get a coffee. We get to Starbucks. No jacket, no coffee. No one buys me a coffee either. Teacher doesn't even buy me a coffee. Everyone else gets a coffee, and we make the trek back home, or back to school, and I'm still freezing, right? And everyone starts like laughing at me, like, LOL, like, Emma's weird, thinking all this stuff is gonna happen to her. So we immediately go to our next period, and I have some of those people in that class in this next class. So we're there and we're sitting, and this guy who's also in this class comes in and notices that I'm shaking, offers me his jacket. And I look at everybody like, oh, huh, jacket, nice. Another guy comes in who works at we had a coffee shop in our school that was like a class. He walks in and he goes, hey, I made this toffee latte. I don't know why I made it. I don't even like it. Do you want it? Toffee lattes were my shit at the time. That was like all I was drinking. And I was like, yes, of course. And I just like looked at everyone and enjoyed my coffee. Everyone was like, what is this chick? It was the weirdest thing. I couldn't believe it. And I was like, I'm magic, y'all. I'm magic. I manifested a jacket and a coffee. What? Sorry for that tangent, but I just thought it was hilarious. It was one great experience of high school. But let's get started on the next sprint. Just a second. Okay. That day forward, Maria is working on her levitation. I mean, like, that was so funny. Everyone was like, "Did you plan it?" And I was like, "No, I didn't plan it. I don't even know the dude who like made the coffee." But the fact that he made the coffee that I had been drinking, not ordering from the school, like I would order that at other local places. He just made that and then brought it to me. Felt like a queen. Okay. Let's do a 30-minute sprint. And yeah, happy reading, y'all. y'all, this book. It's very intriguing. I keep thinking it's gonna take like a sci-fi turn because the guy, the like husband that they, like the couple that they were friends with, the couple worked for these different technology companies, and like the companies would go bankrupt and then they would jump to another one, and then the husband has started this new technology, and I just keep waiting for like some sci-fi element to come in. I don't think that's what this book is, but the way it's like setting up, I'm like, okay, so it's got to have something to do with this technology, right? I don't know, it's a little weird. Um I'm enjoying the mystery. I'm not sure if I'm enjoying the writing, but I'm enjoying trying to guess what's going on. The main character is like for sure unreliable. Like sis needs a nap. She just needs to like lay down. She needs to have a nap. She needs to eat some food. She needs to just like sit down and like breathe for a little bit because the questions that roll out of her mouth to random strangers, I'm like, we can't be doing this. We can't be doing this, honey. But how was y'all's reading? I hope it was good. Deidre, I also think I'm more than sure I'm in chapter 17 of the 100,000 Kingdoms because I was kind of reading last night. I felt like I surpassed chapter 16. Is there something in my water? Okay. Um, but you know. This Saturday though, there are reading sprints on Cachet's channel for the 100,000 Kingdoms if you're participating in the read along, or if you're like, what read along? The Inheritance Trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. Read along is here, started this month. Every Saturday there are reading sprints on Cachet's channel. I'm a co-host, Deidre's a co-host, Shamla is a co-host. It's being hosted by Chloe at Thistle and Verse and Cachet at Shay with the Hobbies. So go subscribe, hang out. Colton, hello! How are you? I'm also loving the Inheritance Trilogy. This is so good. I just love N.K. Jemisin's writing so much. So much. Enki, how are you? Colton, how are you? Did you text me? I think you did. Colton is at work now, y'all. Ooh, are you on your lunch break? Colton's also reading The Only Good Indians. That's not how you spell that one. Nightbot has been so slow. It was kind of fast in the beginning. It's been so slow, and I don't know if that's something that I can even fix. But that's annoying. 2 hours left. Yay! I'm starting the read along super late. Oh, no worries. No worries at all. It's definitely a book that like is very fast paced. Like I always want to be reading more. But I'm finding the Saturday sprints to be exceptionally helpful. So I'm primarily reading on those days or sparingly throughout the week because I'm reading so much more. What's going on here? Okay. Because I'm reading so much more that it helps me like keep it all organized. But whenever you want to text me about it, we can talk. You have my number, Unique. Also, there is a Discord. And I think that's linked on Chloe and Cachet's channels. And there are sections, like all the chapters are split up, and there's like a spoiler chat. So I muted the spoiler chat, and then I muted all the other chapters until I get to those chapters. In the book, it's spelled Seih or Sieh. Can't remember. 30 pages in, but I'm hooked. Yes, I can tell I'm gonna fly through it. You really are. I read it really fast. Did I listen to it? No, I didn't. I read it on my Kindle. I read it really fast, and then I was like, I have to read everything else this man has written. I'm so happy. Evie, if you're still here, we stop talking about Stephen Graham Jones. Y'all, has anybody read The Least of My Scars by Stephen Graham Jones? Because big yikes. Woo! Like, check content warnings before reading that. Oh my gosh. That book, you're in the mind of a serial killer. It's such a short, it's like 190 pages maybe. Oh my gosh. I had to set it down. Usually with like gory writing, I'm perfectly fine. I got sick to my stomach. I had to put it down a little for a while. Evie was like, you could do it, just like read it. I read it, got to the end. It was like midnight. Messaged Evie and was like, what the fuck? The spelling of the book throws me off. I'm kind of glad that I'm listening to the audiobook while reading along. It's really helping. Yeah, there are some that I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce this. So it's nice like having the sprints and hearing people pronounce things. I'm like, oh cool, that's helping. That's helping. I have the audiobook, so I'll be starting it maybe tomorrow. Yo, yes! I've been hearing that the audiobook is absolutely incredible for it. I've been trying to find a copy of that book. I have more of his books, but some of them are not out in print, so it's hard to find. Yeah. Yeah, I read Least of My Scars on my Kindle. And then also, actually, basically, everything I've read from him has been on my Kindle, except for My Heart is a Chainsaw. I have the physical copy. Back to work. Love you. Oh, I love you. Have a great rest of your shift, and I'll see you soon. You're off soon. 2 hours. Less than 2 hours. Mongrels mess with my head a bit. That's what I want to read next. I really want to read Mongrels next. Not knowing how to pronounce names was slowing me down before I got the audiobook. Yeah. And he had a late, or Colton had a late shift today. Usually he opens, so he leaves for work at like 3:30 in the morning. Today he didn't have to leave until like 5:30. So he gets off at like 2 today, which is weird because usually he's off at like 11:30 or 12. I also have to get back to it. I'll pop back in later. Sounds good, sounds good. I never worry about pronouncing names since I'm not reading them out loud. And I never remember those names anyway. Valid point, valid point. It depends on how complicated it is for me to pronounce or think about how it's pronounced. But I try reading so that I can hear the characters talking in my head. You know what I mean? Like I try to associate voices for each of the characters so that there's a bunch of voices in my head. You know what I mean? Is that relatable? I sure hope so. Alright, y'all. I think probably we'll do one more sprint and then that'll be it for the day. How long have we been going? A while. Oh yeah, almost 2 hours. Yeah. So I think we'll do one more sprint, then that'll be it for the day. I just want to check something real quick. Colton. If you're interested, Colton will be streaming later today over on Twitch. If Nightbot ever drops the link, there's the link to his Twitch channel. I can't remember what he's gonna be playing today. Let's find out. Schedule. Oh, he's playing Splatoon 2 Ranked and Salmon Run, which means I'm probably going to play Splatoon with him later today. So if you want to hang out with us for even longer today, we will be playing Splatoon 2 at 4 p.m. our time, and we are Pacific Standard Time. Because we like, drop him a follow over there. It's very, very fun. So he started playing Splatoon way before me, and I picked it up because we have two Switches. So I started playing on the other one and was like, wait, I kind of actually love this. And the third Splatoon game is coming out sometime this year. I keep seeing people say March, and I don't know if it's because a Nintendo Direct is happening in March. That's what people are talking about. Because I think there wasn't an official release date, but everyone is speculating June because all the other Splatoon games have been dropped in June. I hope I got all that right. But so I wanted to play it before the third one came out so that we could get copies of Splatoon 3 together to play because I'm playing on the download. And so, because I'm playing on the download, he has to play on his second account, which is lower. So, he can't play, like, you know, he's leveled up considerably. um, so, yeah, so that should be fun. We've been having a lot of fun playing together. I'm usually in the voice chat, just in the other room. Um, and then we play. Followed. Oh, yay, thank you! Yeah, it's fun over there. Let's get into our last sprint. Let's get some good reading in. All right, y'all. Happy reading! All right, y'all. How was your reading? Mine was good. I'm almost to chapter 5. Chapter 4 got very, very repetitive. And so I did kind of skim this one section of chapter 4 because I was like, you already wrote this. But Kim, hello! How are you? Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're still here, yay. I hope you're having a great day. Emily, thank you for stopping in. I hope you're also having a really good day. Y'all probably aren't because y'all both said you're stopping in just for a bit, but I appreciate you both so much. Thank you. And MJ, hello! Thank you everyone for coming to these reading sprints. I know they were super last minute, not really planned, but I was just really feeling it and I'm really glad. Me too! I just needed, I needed to read with y'all. That was so much fun. I'm really enjoying this book. I'm excited to have my sister on the channel. I was taking a nap. Take your nap. That sounds nice. I'm excited to have my sister on the channel and talk about this book. I wasn't expecting it to hit a lull in only like chapter 4, but literally, guys, there was this part where like it felt just basically like a repeat section of paragraphs from the page before. Like that could have been edited out and we just could have got to like more clues. So I'm hoping this book progresses more and isn't so repetitive in this part because we're only in the beginning. But it's seeming good. If you would like, here's a link to my Twitch channel. Where I stream there. I'm going to be posting a schedule. I'll post it on Instagram. A schedule for my Twitch streams. Yeah, because I want to have like an actual schedule, and now I think I have a feel for when I like streaming on Twitch and what days and times are really gonna work really well. I might try to throw in an evening stream because I don't really do that. I usually stick to like early morning, afternoon kind of streams, but I'm gonna throw in an evening one. Why not? Have fun. Still says spooky in the Nightbot command because I did make that command during Black and Weenathon. I don't play spooky games. Sorry. Maybe later on, but that's really fun. I need to edit that out. I got another chapter done, so close to 50% of my book. Yo, yay! Time for lunch. Oh my gosh, enjoy your lunch. That's what I need right now too. And you're very welcome. This was so much fun. Also, friendly reminder, I do own a hair care company. Oops. I think it's just Emmy. Yeah, I made the command just Emmy. I do own a hair care company called Emmy's Hair Care, where I sell a lovely hair oil for your hair. You can visit the website if Nightbot, delivers. There we go. And you can order yourself a bottle of Emmy's Hair Care oil blend. And yeah, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me and reading. This was so great. I had so much fun. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I hope you're able to get more reading in. And I'll see y'all in other, comments and sprints and live shows and all that stuff. So yeah. Bye, y'all. Thank you so much. Bye.